Toop. I'm back. Crap. So, I am writing my stuff. Yes, I have paint in my hair. Ooh. Okay. That 30-minute timer, I'm putting a pause on it. Because, like, for 5 to 8 minutes, I did no work. So. Okay. So. When I fill up a whole entire page, I'll show you guys. I think I'm gonna leave space. Man, I am so freaking tired because so we had 4 days off for the weekend, and like I was tired all those days, and on one day I got 10 hours of sleep. So I am just so freaking tired, and I felt literally no motivation to do anything. I read like I think it was close to 80 pages out of my university textbook. I studied for the ACT during at school, like after the 2 snow days. But yeah, other than that, like I have literally had no motivation to do anything. And then like the teachers were complaining about, oh, even though we had all these days off, there's still people who are falling behind. Well, I think it's just because everyone is tired. I think that we should have like a nap time in school. Because how come only kindergartners get to have nap time? I feel like older people need it more than little kids. I feel like the schools should do like hybrid school, like where 1 week at home, and then like people get to choose. Because I know some people like to have like the social interaction part, which I get, to each their own. But like, do we really have to? During instant collision, the momentum cart as a system changes bar. I low-key don't even want to go to school now because I just need like a nap. I just need like a long nap. I'll get all my stuff done and then if I were to stay home, yeah, hopefully. but it probably won't happen. But if I were to stay home, I'd take probably like a couple hours to do my work, right? Doing my work, all chill, all cool, getting it all done, and then once I have everything done, take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. But I know for sure I don't have any. I have English work. Well, I have a question for her. So, I'll be like, I didn't understand this. Because, to be honest, I really didn't. Because it was like, build my synthesis argument. Because I guess we're going to be writing a paper. I don't know if it's going to be timed or what. But, yeah. And then I guess next class on Friday, we're gonna have a seminar over a book, and like I know a lot of people that have not even read a single page of that book. Yes, it's kind of boring, not even gonna lie. It's a good book, but earlier today when I was reading it, I almost went to sleep. It was a lot, and yeah, I just feel like it's just a really boring. And then, because I like the books that we read last year, like we read. Well, I chose my book, and I chose Remarkably Bright Creatures. That's what it was called, and it was so good. Like it's about like an octopus. Well, there's like this janitor, her son. He he vanished, I guess, and like he never came up again. So then the mom, she works at an aquarium, and then there's this octopus, and the octopus like knows, like they're connected for some reason, and he figures out where the lady's son is, like where his stuff is, at the bottom of the ocean, and it's really sad, it's really emotional, and then the octopus dies at the end. He just dies. And it was so sad, but it was such a good book. Like it was so good. And then what else? What other book did we read? And then we read a book that was like a Vietnam War book, and it was from the perspective of this girl's grandma and her own in Vietnam, and it was really good too. And I'm glad that there were no audiobooks for that, because I feel like when there's audiobooks, unless the book is really boring like the one that we're reading right now, like I feel like you can't get connected to the book, and I really felt connected with it. And then we also read A Long Way Home, I think it's called. But yeah, we read so many good books. And I'm trying to think. I don't even think, because we read one book. We got to choose our book that we read in at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I don't think that we read any more like books besides the one that we're reading right now. And no. It's a no for me. Like if I were to pick that up, I'd say no. Yuck, that's what I would say. But in Spanish, we're also reading books. And I read a book that was about legends in Latin America. It was actually pretty interesting. I learned a lot from that book. Disappear. Yeah, but I took a test over what I read in Spanish, and usually she only asks us she usually only asks us 2 questions. And I was like really scared. I didn't study. Yeah, I didn't study, and then she called my group up because we were in like a little group, little pod, and then she was like, "Oh, you guys come up here." And then so we lined up, me and my group, and let me tell you, I froze. I froze. And then she was like, "Oh, she gave me, because we're originally supposed to get 2 questions, she gave me 4 questions, and I was like, da, 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 da. And then like she rephrased one of the questions, so I thought, yeah, I most definitely failed this. And then when I got done, usually she says like, "Oh wow, you passed, good job, great job." She was like, "Okay," and then she was like, "Next." So I was scared, and then yeah, I got 100. But I think that she asked me so many questions, so then I would like I would get the points. But I'm most definitely not doing Spanish next year. No. No, 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 no. And I feel like it just wouldn't fit into my schedule. Because I'm trying to leave early, and I'm not trying to have all that work. Like all that. It's really like, I feel like we need to be teaching children languages earlier, so then it could like sticks in their brain. At first though, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought about dropping my Spanish class because there were 4 people in my class that dropped. And that, yeah, I should drop. But then, like, it's pretty easy though, because like we don't have like worksheets. Like, we don't really have homework in the class, which I'm happy about. The only homework that we ever have, I feel like, is it's just preparing for tests. Like, that's the only homework, which I am happy for that. But my thing is to everybody, don't take 2 math classes and 3 science classes at the same time. Yeah. I should have took physics next year because I think my teacher's leaving. I think that the bad teacher's retiring next year. Yeah. Like, I feel like they should tell students if a teacher is retiring, because this, no, 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 no. Initial momentum of system plus some during 1 v 1 I plus m dot dot dot. This is the initial momentum of system plus f on sys tf minus ti net impulse. My eye hurts so bad. I don't even think I've done. No, I haven't. In the textbook, I haven't even gone through one page. That's crazy. I haven't even gone through one stinking page. Run to me, confess your love, and they shall sing. I wish that we could do like notes in class, but he's like, you can't open up the textbook during class. And when he was called out on his teaching, like this one girl, like they had beef. And then he was like, well, that's just my way of teaching. And then she said it was wrong. And then he was like, don't disrespect me. Talking about don't disrespect him. Like, you can talk about him outside of class, but not in his own class. But why, if the equation is in the book, why can't people use the equation straight from the book? I mean, momentum principal or dot m1v1 ix dot plus f on size x t m1 v1 ix plus m2 v2 fx plus dot m1 viy v1 i1 plus m2 y plus dot plus sigma on system. Run to me, confession of say. equals dot dot dot. I don't think I can do these. I don't think I can. Oh, so tired. I'm gonna get through this one. I'm gonna get through this section. And then I think I'm gonna log off. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, peace.